Welcome everybody to another edition of the Powersports Business Video Chat sponsored by Synchrony. My name is Dave McMahon. I'm the editor-in-chief of Powersports Business. And today we're glad to have with us Mandy Witt. She is a co-owner with her husband Josh of PowerPack Equipment in Marshfield, Wisconsin. Those guys do a great job locally of a lot of things with their local trail systems and just really engaged on that ORV side of things. They've had a lot of really cool things going here in the recent months that I wanted to catch up with Mandy for. So Mandy, welcome to the PSB Video Chat.
Thanks, Dave. Glad to be here. Thank you for asking. We're always excited to help Powersports Business out. You guys are a go-to information source on the industry, so I appreciate it.
Well, hey, thanks a lot for that. Just to start out, a little bit of background on, kind of how Josh and yourself got into the business, how many years, and I know you guys have had PowerPack for a little while now, but then you've recently, and just in the recent months, have added a second shop.
Yeah. So we purchased PowerPack. It's going on 2.5 years ago. So not a ton of time, but sometimes it feels like a lifetime. We enjoy every second of it though. But we entered the industry. I guess we're from the area originally, but like most youngins do after college, they move away to a larger city. So we moved to Milwaukee, Wisconsin for a while. At an age, Josh was in large ag sales. But we always knew we kind of wanted to move back home, move back to make an impact in our hometown. So we ended up back in Marshfield and knew we wanted to make an impact by owning our own business, just never quite sure what that might look like. And then PowerPack came along and we purchased the business, and it's been gas pedal ever since.
Did you guys, would you say that did you guys grow up riding in that, ATV and off-roading in that area?
We did, yes. I grew up on a farm, so ATVing was it was for chores and for fun. It was kind of my mode of transportation. So I grew up ATVing and riding snowmobiles, Josh as well. So we had a passion for the industry going in, just never knew that's where we would end up until it happened.
Right, that's fantastic. So along those lines, sticking on the ATV and side-by-side theme, talk to me a little bit about how you got involved with your local trail system. I know we had a story in Powersports Business not long ago about how they've added 42 miles, I think it was, of trails to you guys' local system. You guys played a pretty important role in that, if I recall.
Yeah, I don't want to take a ton of credit for that because a lot of the groundwork was already established by the time we took our position in PowerPack. So don't want to take a ton of credit, but they brought us in when we acquired PowerPack, and they let us know where they were going, what they were going to do. And by they, I mean Wood County. Let us know what they were hoping for and that they were going to be launching these new routes. So where we came into play was really for promotion and awareness, and helping them get the story out there, because there is nothing but good things that can come from expanding trail systems and routes in our area. We really wanted to just be a part of it to help raise awareness for central Wisconsin routes. And I'm rambling a little bit, but we really just wanted to help get the message out there that we're not just a drive over area. There's very established trail routes up north. There's very established routes and trail systems in the south, but central Wisconsin is starting to boom as far as getting more and more trail routes open. So that's where we come in.
And along those lines, so you guys helped out with the trail systems. And then recently, I understand there was also a separate initiative you guys helped out with is it, if I understand it right, is it drive up like side-by-side camping spots? Is that kind of what another thing you guys have been involved with?
Yeah, Wood County, along with our local chamber, worked on, and this was all in the works again when they were opening the new routes and trail systems at a local campsite. They wanted to design campsites strictly for ATV, UTV riders. So they launched those this past summer.
And then more recently, so you guys are, you're not just taking a small dip into the industry. You guys have added your second store here in recent months. Talk to me a little bit about that. How far away is it, and how did that whole transaction evolve?
Yeah. So, again, only 2.5 years into owning Power Pack, and last, I guess it was winter, I would say, an opportunity came about that we heard that a northern dealer was potentially looking at selling their dealership. And while a second location was always in the 5 to 10 year plan for us, not the 1 to 2 year plan,
Right.
we really couldn't say no. They are about an hour and a half north of us, around a great trail system for ORV. It's around beautiful bodies of water on the marine side of things. It has access to that tourist group that comes up from southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois. So it checked all the boxes that we were really looking for in a second location, that maybe some of the things that we don't have here in central Wisconsin, they do at Tomahawk. So we can leverage some of the things that we don't necessarily have here there. And the staff is wonderful there. The business is well established and has a great reputation. So we really, even though it was early on in our careers, we really couldn't say no.
Yeah, we're well aware of the profound success that Herbs has had, and the owners, similar to you guys, hopefully will be 30, 40, 50 years into it as well. It's just time for them to move on, and hopefully the local customers there are just as satisfied with you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, just talk about, so you've gotten into the industry, you bought your second shop, and then obviously the second shop has been more recent. But when you look back to the onset of coronavirus, what are some of the not the play by play of what you had to do, but what are some of the things you guys, you look back on in those first couple of months and say that you did really well, or some challenges you might have overcome that were daunting at the time?
No one really wants to acquire business in an atmosphere like early COVID scare, right? We had been working on the acquisition for a long time, and then initial COVID scare hit. And I mean, quite frankly, it sort of threw Josh and I a little bit. We wanted to see what the industry did. We did delay closing about a month, which was nerve wracking for all involved. But because no one knew what was going to happen, right? How the industry was going to react, how the economy was going to react, how people were going to react. So the boom that we saw then come late spring, was unprecedented. So there's no reward without great risk. So we took the leap, closed on the business, and then saw the biggest outdoor industry boom that we've seen in over a decade. So I'd say the risk definitely outweighed the reward, but it was still quite stressful
Right. Well, how about just in your
for everyone involved. So I
just
go ahead.
when you look at Power Pack, so you guys have had that one established for a little while now. Was it tough were you able to maintain your employees, or how did that situation work out for you?
Yeah, we knew it's always a delicate situation, right? Making big changes and not alarming the team, and making sure that they understand that we're still here for them. We're just growing because of them. So it was very important to us to make sure that we were in very tight communication with the team as we went through the transition, to let them know that, hey, this is an exciting thing for the whole team. We even use some of the team here when we're short staffed up north every now and then. So it's kind of a nice change of pace for them to go to the Northwoods and work for a day and help out. So it's been a fun transition, really.
Yeah. So speaking of the Northwoods in your guys' area, the ATV fall riding season is just right around the corner. It's kind of slapping us in the face, so to speak, here this weekend, with some temperatures in the 70s and just ready to put some miles on. How pumped up are you guys at the shop to get the fall ATV and side-by-side season underway?
Yeah, we're really excited. Both shops, fall is different, and in a good way for both of our shops. Here in Marshall, at Power Pack, it's more about fall cleanup and getting chores done. And our service shop typically booms just because we have the John Deere side as well as Powersports. So things boom in a different way than they do up north. So yeah, we're really looking forward to the fall riding season up north. It's a great opportunity for just people that are on the trail system to stop in, even if they just come in to stop and see how the trails are and where they should go and recommendations. We always like to chat with people too. So we're excited about the beautiful weather that we're seeing. And I think peak fall colors up there will be in the next couple of weeks. So if people are looking to get out and ride, the trail system around Tomahawk is wonderful.
Yeah, fantastic. And then before I let you go here, Mandy, just anytime we get a snowmobile dealer on the call, we definitely want to talk a little bit of that shop too. So how would you assess how your spring sales went, and what's kind of the prospectus for the snow season? You thinking that some of this great sales frenzy you've had on the dirt bike and the off-road side might transition into winter as well?
Yeah, we're definitely, I mean, all dealers are hoping that this transitions well, the industry boom transitions well into the winter season, but I definitely think we're going to see the trend continue. Snow checks alone, we more than doubled our snow checks this spring at Power Pack. And I know we beat last year's snow check up north at Herbs too. So the numbers are looking good. We just need the snow, right?
Fantastic. That's congratulations on the snow check performance. That is impressive, and I'm sure feathering your guys' cap as you embark on year 3 of ownership and the one store, and then obviously the first spring snow check up at Herb. So congratulations, and yeah, really just appreciate you taking the time today to give us a little bit of insight on how the shop's going up in central Wisconsin, and we'll look forward to hopefully stopping in there at some point and taking a look ourselves. So Mandy, thanks again for joining us on the Powersports Business Video Chat sponsored by Synchrony, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Sounds great. Thanks, Dave.